What is up, YouTube fragrance family and fragrance lovers out there everywhere in YouTube land? Thanks for joining me here again, once again, on my channel, Stephen Sturgill. I am your host, hopefully, for the next few minutes. Today, guys, we're taking a look at something I just got in the mail, I think today. It's been a long day. I apologize if I look a little tired. And came in this lovely box. So we're looking today at Van Cleef and Arpels Bois Dore, or Bois Dore. Number 1295 3XW, whatever in the world that means. Maybe that's a batch recipe. Maybe it's one of their, who knows what it is, I don't know. It's their collection extraordinaire. Very pretty box with some raised, this is actually raised texture. Yeah, there we go. They caught it. It's got the standard writing, made in France. Let's see. Come on. Focus. Camera's misbehaving a little bit. Sometimes the focus is fantastic, and other times, there we go. Okay, and if you open it, the bottle sits very snugly in there. Let me go get it, guys. I left it in the bedroom. I'm gonna pause, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. This is the bottle. Very gorgeous. It reminds me a lot of the Bikilian look. Just clean, simple lines. Very dark glass. I cannot quite tell. Yeah, I don't think that's opaque at all. I think it's very solid. So unfortunately, cannot see the juice line at all. But you'll know when it stops squirting, right? It's got this cute little icon, you know, with their something that looks like a lighthouse or a barbershop pole. It's too tiny for me for the camera to pick up, but if you go online, guys, it's just their typical, you know, their branding icon or whatever. Thing is a fingerprint magnet, though, the more I look at it in the light. Anyways, this is the 2.5 ounce, 75 mils. It says right there, made in France. I don't know if the camera can get that or not. Let's see. Kind of focus. Ah, God. Anyways, not important. Sorry, I apologize. That's awkward as anything. This cap is really nice. I almost can't tell if it's metal or plastic or metallized plastic, but it's got a nice little amount of weight to it. Spray of silver, and you can see the threads running around. Kind of like a fancy little miniature scarf, or I don't know which one to call it. So, really good blaster. This is a kind of unique and kind of familiar at the same time. So it wasn't overwhelming. I wasn't blown away. This was my scent of the day, by the way. I wore this to work. I would, broadly speaking, compare this sort of to, I'm not calling CH Men juvenile by any means, but it's somewhat youthful. You know, to me, it represents somewhere between, let's say, mid-20s and mid to late 30s. Just sort of generically speaking. I'm not saying an older person can't rock it. I'm not saying a younger person can't rock it. But my point is, this is like sort of a British interpretation of CH Men for the 40 to 50 something or even 60-year-old crowd. And again, I'm not saying older people can't wear it. I'm not saying younger people can wear it. I am saying that this is a little bit of like a more staid, reserved slightly more mature, slightly more grown up or grown older, maybe grown more boring. I don't know. I don't know. Version. So it has that very familiar vanillic sweetness with tonka. But I noticed, unlike CH Men or even any of those popular, what is it, the 212, Carolina 212 series, which is somewhat similar to CH Men, but more of an older interpretation. It's more of a combo, freshy, uh, early example of what would later become CH Men in a weird way. I digress. Um, this has a stronger hint, way stronger, of almond. I noticed almond right away, and I thought, does this have almond or not? I swear to God, I had no idea what was in the recipe until I looked on later. And yes, it does. It does have almond, so it has that little light, almost Italian-esque, uh, candied almond effect. And I will also say there's a strong sense of like caramel brulee. It's very subtle. It's something somewhere sort of between snickerdoodle. If you've ever had a snickerdoodle cookie, I don't know if they have those in Europe or not. I would assume they do, but definitely think creme brulee. And this has a little light hint of like creme brulee mixed with like again the sweet sort of Italian almond candy or shaved almonds like on a bread. Um, and it has a little light hint of something that kind of like a boozy quality. Very light though, very reserved. This is not a projection beast at all, but it does have a nice little mild wafting scent bubble. I could definitely smell it at work for the majority of the time I was there, but it wasn't effusing loudly nor strongly. It was very close to the skin. This is a scent, guys, that is perfect for work and probably quite good for intimate time when you don't need to blow your partner away with a massive powerhouse club scent. So if you want to go to church or want an intimate setting, or you need to go to work, or you're just confident in your own private space scent bubble and don't feel like you need to powerhouse project, this could be the perfect scent for you. I got this for a heck of a deal at one of the online discounters. So I think it's a very nice scent. I don't necessarily think it breaks much new ground, if any, but I think it's a really good sort of British interpretation of or whatever the house is from. If it's not British, I apologize. No, it's French, isn't it? What am I saying? It's a French house, right? Yeah, well, I don't know why I said British. It just the reservedness of the scent reminds me of the British way of doing things. They're very technically conservative and reserved. Of course, I think originally I think Van Cleef and Arpels were Belgian originally, or something like that, Dutch or Belgian, and then they went to France, or one of them came to. I don't know how it worked. All I know is they were jewelers, and then they ultimately got into perfumes like Cartier and like a lot of the other Bulgari. It's very common. I've noticed that along with the car manufacturers, you have the jewelry and watch piece makers who started dabbling in fashion and perfumes, and now they're really good at it, or the noses that they hire are. Either way. Uh, what else? What else is in it? Let's check the official note breakdown. I'm not sure what all else I'm smelling. It smells good. It generally just smells sweet. Again, it does wear close to the skin. Um, yeah, there's a little light woodsy notes in here. Nothing serious. There's supposed to be some black pepper and mineral notes, but I'm getting very little black pepper and mineral note. There is a little bit of cedar that's detectable, but it's very faint, very mild. There's some tobacco note in here, but again, guys, it's like light blonde tobacco, in my opinion. Barely detectable. There is some musk and teak wood down in the base, along with the almond, tonka, and well, the cedar, vanilla, tobacco, and almond are the middle notes, and then finally it's the tonka bean, the musk, and teak wood. And what can we compare this to? One person thought it reminded them of Spice Bomb Extreme. I would disagree. That's a much more pungent and in-your-face fragrance with a lot more, to me, some kind of cinnamon or explosion. It's just like ginger or something. It's just much, much more robust. What else? Trying to find other things that this reminds people of. Someone online thought it reminded them of effing fabulous. I don't want to actually use the word of Tom Ford. I disagree. I have a pretty nice sized decant of effing fabulous. They're nothing similar, guys. That's a weird comparo. And lastly, thought I had it there. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not finding enough. Anyways, on a last note, the nose was Fabrice Pellegrin. And I'm not going to list. He has a huge catalog. I don't want to bore you to death with that. I'm just going to pick some standouts that he's done. Standouts to me are Angel Schlesser, Absolute Oriental, 2013. The Oddfellows Bouquet, Atkinson's 2013. The Nupital Bouquet, Atkinson's 2013. Biblos Fusion, or Fusion, 2013, with that aquamarine sort of turquoise juice. Pretty cool looking bottle. Just Cavalli for her. Hamdani Parfums de Marly. Joe Malone, Velvet Rose and Oud from her Intense Collection. Collection 34, Hommage Diptyque. He did the Armani Privé Ambre Orient, excuse me. Eau d'Huile, Eau de Toilette, Diptyque 2010. Did a really cool all-male cologne or perfume called Number 21 Sandalwood and Patchouli from the House of Rituals. He did L'Insoumis from Lalique, a very cool bottle that's been reviewed online from some really good reviewers. He did one that I'm dying to get my nose on, and it's very hard to find here in the West, stateside in particular, and that is his newest, Rêve de Cachemire, Van Cleef and Arpels 2017. Very, very, very freaking hard to find. And lastly, he did Oud Vibrations, which is an all-female perfume, and Neroli de Hispan Boucheron. Very cool retro art deco rather. And some stuff, really cool stuff from L'Artisan Parfumeur, Au Bord de l'Eau, and Sur la Robe, and one other, I don't see it here. Also, Patchouli and Roses, Reminiscence. House of Courage. He did La Fille de l'air Odette. Anyways, too many to name. Very cool guys. Done some very serious. Also did some Aids de Venustus. Those are high dollar. So are the Diptyques. So is Reminiscence. And Joe Malone's aren't exactly cheap either. So he also did like a Virgin from Art Meets Art. And Lambra from the House of Collistar. On and on. This guy's done some really, really cool, super cool. Also from Eau d'Italie, he did Rosa Greta. Those are those really cool, funky, they have the letters sort of stretched out, sort of monochromatic. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up, guys. This is a great scent. For what it is, it's definitely not a powerhouse. And I don't know that it does anything that different or new. If you like stronger fragrances, this is not your meal ticket. But if you like something that's reserved, smells great, has a strong, sweet almondy vanilla with just quite a hint of caramel brulee, and just like a lightly toasted marshmallow effect, this could be a fantastic scent to add to your arsenal. If you do buy it from the discounters and save yourself a bundle. That's going to do it, guys. Spray often, spray well, and live life on your terms, not someone else's. See you next time. Love you. Oh, before I go, big shout out, not a shout out, a big warning. I'm approaching my 100th subscriber, and so as a celebration, I'm going to have a contest giveaway. It's open to the first 10 only. First 10 subscribers. You have to like one of my videos, post a comment about what you liked about the video, or if it reminded you of cologne, or if it made you think about some kind of similar genre in perfume, or some topic that I inspired you to think about that is perfume related. And thirdly, you have to post it somewhere else, like on someone else's channel. Post a link to my vid and say, check this out, something simple like that. Do those 3 things if it's not too much to ask. And I'm going to have a bottle giveaway for the winner of the contest. I will have 4 levels. I'll have gold, silver, bronze, and 4th runner-up. 4th runner-up, you will receive a sample size, one of these guys. It may not be Anik Gutal, but something like this from some house. First and second prizes. First will be a full bottle of something as to yet to be decided. And second and third will be decants, obviously in slightly lesser sizes. So one will be like a 5 mils at least, and then the bronze or copper, however you want to say it, will be a 2 to 3 mils decant size. And I will pay postage and shipping. So that's going to be exciting. Looking forward to the contest. Looking forward to making somebody out there happy. You guys are making me happy, and I'm very excited. Woo! Getting my 100th subscriber. I know it's not a big amount, but you got to start somewhere. We're getting there. I will see you next time, guys. Love you guys. If you like, please subscribe and hit the bell for future updates. And again, spray often, spray well. Live life on your terms. Peace. I'm out.